the United Kingdom has long been considered one of the world's most stable and desirable places to live. For generations, Britain offered opportunity, safety, and a strong sense of national identity. But in recent years, a quiet trend has begun to emerge. More and more British citizens, including native-born residents, working families, professionals, and even wealthy individuals, are choosing to leave the UK altogether. This video explores why life in Britain has become increasingly difficult for many locals, why high earners are relocating abroad, and how economic pressure, safety concerns, and social change are reshaping the country. This is not a political message. It is an analysis of reality. One of the strongest reasons Britons cite for leaving the UK is the cost of living. Housing prices and rental costs have risen dramatically, especially in major cities like London, Manchester, and Birmingham. Many local residents can no longer afford to live in the areas where they were born and raised. Rent often consumes nearly half of a household's income. Home ownership, once considered normal, is now out of reach for much of the population. At the same time, food prices, energy bills, fuel costs, and council taxes continue to rise. Wages, however, have not kept pace. For many families, life in Britain now feels like constant financial pressure with no relief in sight. Public services in the UK are under intense strain. The National Health Service faces long waiting times, staff shortages, and limited access to care. People often wait months for treatment that was once readily available. Schools are overcrowded, local councils are underfunded, and infrastructure is aging. Many British taxpayers feel they are paying more than ever while receiving less in return. This growing imbalance has caused frustration and loss of trust in institutions. Public safety has become another major concern, particularly in large cities. One high-profile case that shocked the nation was a deliberate vehicle attack in central London on Christmas Day, where a man drove into pedestrians, killing a young man and injuring others. The fact that such an attack occurred in a highly monitored area, on a major holiday, deeply affected public confidence. Rising knife crime, antisocial behaviour, and reduced police visibility have left many residents feeling unsafe in everyday situations. For families and older citizens, safety has become a decisive factor when considering whether to stay or leave the country. While ordinary citizens struggle with affordability, wealthy Britons face different pressures. High taxation, complex regulations, and economic uncertainty have made the UK less attractive for entrepreneurs and investors. As a result, many high earners are relocating to countries such as the United Arab Emirates, particularly Dubai. Dubai offers zero personal income tax, modern infrastructure, high safety, and a business-friendly environment. For many, the move is not political, it is practical. When capital leaves a country, it affects everyone. Another sensitive issue shaping public perception is migration. While legal migration has long been part of British society, illegal and unmanaged migration places additional strain on housing, healthcare, and social services. Local communities often feel overwhelmed, especially in areas already facing economic hardship. When people believe that systems are not fair or controlled, social trust begins to break down. This contributes to frustration and emotional disengagement from national identity. Beyond economics and safety lies something deeper: psychological fatigue. Years of political instability, economic shocks, and social tension have left many Britons exhausted. People increasingly feel that the country no longer has a clear direction or long-term vision. When hope fades, leaving becomes an act of self-preservation rather than disloyalty. The growing number of Britons leaving the UK is not driven by a single issue. It is the result of rising costs, declining services, safety concerns, economic pressure, and loss of confidence in the future. This trend does not mean Britain has failed, but it does mean it faces a critical moment. Whether the UK can restore trust, stability, and opportunity will determine whether this quiet exodus continues or finally slows.